Hey everyone, it's Jason and welcome back to Martial Arts Theater 3000. I just wanted to do a quick video. I had been thinking recently, what is the best year in Kung Fu cinema? And I had a few different contenders in mind, but for me, I believe without a doubt the best year in Kung Fu cinema is 1978. So I thought it'd be fun to give 10 films, or 10 reasons, if you will, why 1978 is the best year in Kung Fu cinema. And if you like these type of videos, if you could hit that like button and subscribe, it'll definitely help the channel. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. At number 10, I have Shaolin Mantis. This is a Lau Kar-leung Shaw Brothers classic, and David Chang has never looked better than under the direction of Lau Kar-leung in this movie. Now, of course, they've worked together over the years, especially under Chang Che, when Lau Kar-leung was the fight choreographer before leaving to go off on his own as a director. But bringing David Chang into the starring role here, his martial arts on screen are impeccable. He's just at the top of his game. You got to check out Shaolin Mantis if you haven't seen it. I would say this one's occasionally overlooked. At number 9, I have Joseph Quo's Born Invincible. Joseph Quo is, to me, he really represents that indie style, that grindhouse, old school, gritty style of kung fu movie. His intros alone are worth the price of admission. What comes to mind is Unbeaten 28, and this one here for Born Invincible has a classic intro. And I mean, Carter Wong's voice in this on the English dub alone should put this on the list for how much it cracks me up. There's so many great elements in this one. The fighting's awesome. So that's why at number 9, I have Born Invincible. At number 8, on my list of why 1978 is the best year in Kung Fu cinema, I have Drunken Master. This movie is so groundbreaking. This is where Jackie Chan came into his own. This put Kung Fu comedies on the map. It was so influential. It changed the trajectory of Jackie Chan's career, and it honestly just changed the whole martial arts cinema landscape across the board. And that actually became the #1 style of movie in Hong Kong at the time. I think most people watching this have seen Drunken Master, but if you haven't seen it, I'd say stop this now and go fix that. At number 7, one of the most beloved Kung Fu movies, I'd say 90% of the people online say this is their favorite Kung Fu movie of all time, 5 Venoms, also known as 5 Deadly Venoms. I'm a huge Venom Mob fan. I don't think this is their best film, but it's definitely up there, and this should be your starting point when going to watch Venom Mob movies if you're not familiar with them. It just really introduces everyone in such a great fashion. Unbelievable, breathtaking fights, and a horror element and a mystery to it all that kind of gives a different feel than most Kung Fu movies. At number 6, another Venom Mob movie, Invincible Shaolin. This one is incredible. The training sequences are just some of the best in all of martial arts cinema. It's unbelievable. There's some lighthearted elements, some really dark moments, and the Venoms, I mean, this is them at the top of their game without a doubt, and it's just a joy to watch from start to finish. At number 5, we have Heroes of the East. I knew this growing up as Challenge of the Ninja. It's also known as Shaolin Challenges Ninja, and it's a Lau Kar-leung classic. Gordon Liu takes on a slew of Japanese fighters. You get to see an array of styles from ninjutsu to judo to straight karate. Crazily good martial arts and a good story, and it's unique and no one dies in this film. And the ending will blow your head off. At number 4, we have Snake in the Eagle's Shadow. Like Drunken Master, this is directed by Yuen Woo-ping. And of the two, this is actually the one I prefer. While Drunken Master took Jackie Chan's career to dizzying heights, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow is what actually had him break away from all those low-way movies that he wasn't happy with at the time, and he got to really express his own style. So when you think of Jackie Chan, this is like ground zero for him coming into his own, bringing in that comedy. And the fight scenes, as always for Jackie, especially from this point forward, are breathtaking. At number 3, a personal favorite of mine, Crippled Avengers. It's another Venom Mob classic, and I just think this is the best Venoms movie there is. It has so much heart to it. It has funny moments. It has that classic Shaw Brothers training. Chen Quan Tai as the villain is just so menacing. It all comes together The pacing is great. The acting is great. It's simply, in my opinion, one of the best kung fu films ever made. And like I said about other movies on this list, this one, if you've not seen this, go watch it because I think you'll really love it. At number 2 on my list, I have Avenging Eagle. This is a fan favorite. It's coming out soon on Shawscope Volume 3. You got the greatest stars, the greatest villains, Ti Lung, Alexander Fushang, Ku Fang is the villain with Wang Long Wei. Really great cinematography and some awesome outdoor scenes in the woods. Sun Chung's directing is amazing as always. This is simply one of the best kung fu movies ever and a great example of why I believe 1978 is the best year in kung fu cinema. And before we get to my number 1, I just wanted to say, let me know down below what year you think is the best in kung fu cinema, or if you agree with me on 1978, what other films would you have put on this list? I had some honorable mentions, but before I knew it, this was going to be a top 20 films of 1978, so I decided to keep it short. You guys know I love Bruceploitation. There's a ton of those from 1978 that are great. Game of Death is the most expensive, highest budget Bruceploitation film and the most popular, and it was great in 1978 to see that footage of Bruce Lee that all the fans have been waiting and waiting for. So I'm definitely excited to see some of your guys' picks down below as well. And at number 1, I have the 36th Chamber of Shaolin, also known as Master Killer. What can you say about this one? On most days, I do think this is the best kung fu movie ever made. Gordon Liu shines in this one. Under Lau Kar-leung's direction, it's just magic from start to finish. The training, this is like the blueprint for all kung fu movies, and even American martial arts films, Karate Kid, all of it, the metamorphosis that Gordon Liu goes through. This is probably the longest training sequence you're going to see in a kung fu movie, and all the training has a specific purpose, and it really pays off in the end. You have Lo Lei as the villain, all of the classic scenes of him crossing the water. I mean, this is truly, like I said, a magical film. And Gordon Liu's charisma, it's just palpable. He's just such a great actor. He really lights up the screen. And seeing him at the beginning with no skills at all fully become this badass Shaolin monk, it's incredible. Alright guys, that was my 10 movies that represent why I believe 1978 is the greatest year in Kung Fu cinema. If you like these type of lists, check out this video I did here. This is 10 movies for people that have never seen a Kung Fu movie before. I think you guys will dig this one too. Let me know down below what you thought of my list here today, and I'll catch you in the next one.